We are going to be looking at this fully funded tuition waiver, which is currently open in the University of Vienna, and this is actually in Austria. Okay, so for those of you who have interest in Europe, then this is one of the university you can apply to right now. This scholarship is open for bachelor, for masters, and also PhD applicants who want to enjoy full tuition waiver right now. Okay, so if you look at this section here, it says you are going to get a full tuition fee waiver, and this tuition waiver is a great scholarship to apply to if you are on a tight budget. All practical information related to preparing and submitting your application is available at the scholarship link above. Okay, so I will be walking you through the eligibility requirements, the admission procedure, list of programs that are available at this particular university in Austria right now. I want you to stick around and click on the like button so that other people that are looking for this information can easily find it at this time. Note that this particular scholarship have deadline that you need to make sure you strictly adhere to, and there are different deadline actually, so you need to check your program of interest before you actually go ahead to start your application process. If you look at this section here, it says the scholarship summary. It covers bachelor, masters, and PhD, which is currently ongoing in the University of Vienna and is a full tuition. All nationals can apply to this particular scholarship, and the deadline is actually this. This is not the actual deadline that you need to follow, because most other deadlines are available at this particular university right now. I saw a deadline up to March of next year, so you don't need to be scared, but you need to also take caution, because some of the program will not be available by that time if you don't take action right now. You do not need to file any separate application for scholarship. What you just need to do is to file your application for admission at this particular college and at this particular university. Once you file your application, you will be automatically considered for scholarship at this particular University of Vienna in Austria. Okay, so most of you've heard the name of the university. Make sure you stick around and watch this video to the very end to understand how you can actually apply to this particular university, because it is very difficult to navigate this website when I actually try to navigate and see information on this particular university. So I'll be taking this one after the other, starting from the coverage, the eligibility criteria, the admission procedure, and the deadline. So on the deadline is where you are going to see different information about what you need to understand at this particular university. Okay, so about the eligibility criteria and the coverage, this cover full tuition, like I've said already, and this is available for all international students. This is not domestic scholarship. This is available to all international students who are willing to get into bachelor or master or PhD program. Note that for you to get the scholarship for international students, there are two eligibility criteria that you must make sure that you are taking into consideration. First, the University of Vienna eligibility criteria, the requirements you need to meet to be admitted to the University of Vienna. Okay, so you are not meeting eligibility requirements for the scholarship itself, but for the program of study that you want to apply to. So if you must be considered for this particular scholarship, you must make sure that you are eligible to be admitted into the program of your interest. So I'm going to be giving you some information in between or before the end of this video. So I know a lot of people will jump off. Go ahead and jump off and come back to ask question at the comment section. I'm not going to answer. Okay, and I've also find out that a lot of people who ask questions on this channel are not actually subscribed to this channel. I beg you, once you watch a video on this channel, I beg you, please click on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified when I have a new video on this channel. And video like this, when I bring them to your screen, I expected that you click on the like button for me to know if you actually value this information I'm bringing to you on your screen. If you don't click on that like button, I won't know if you value that information or not. Liking the video does not cost anything. Okay, so let's continue with the information about this particular scholarship. The second criteria you need to put into consideration is here the requirements you need to meet to be considered for the tuition waiver. Okay, so first you have to meet the requirement for the program, And once you meet the requirement for the program, it is what you are going to be using to get into the program. Now, these criteria vary per institution that you are applying to, which means you can also get scholarship if you are applying to different university in Austria. Okay, so I know most people will have go ahead to go and start their application without getting full gist. Okay, so before we actually go ahead to look at some of the program or other information about this particular scholarship, here it says before applying for tuition waiver for international students, you need to apply for admission at the University of Vienna first. Find the University of Vienna admission eligibility criteria A. Let's leave that and look at some other information. We'll come back to that at the right time. Here it says the tuition waiver specific eligibility criteria. There are no specific eligibility criteria for this scholarship. You just need to be an international student and also be admitted by the University of Vienna. That is the only thing you need to understand, which means you will be automatically considered for the scholarship offer at this particular university in Austria. Okay, so if this interests you and you think this is one of the program or one of the university you would like to try if you are not getting into the United States, I was happy yesterday when someone sent me a message that Michigan Tech sent them an email, so I have to quickly log in into their admission portal. This is someone I've been helping to apply to different schools. Okay, so I finally was able to get them into Michigan Tech. Okay, so one of the person I was actually helping to apply for programs. Okay, so here it says, I'm pleased to notify you of your acceptance into the chemistry program. Spring 2024, you has been admitted into the coursework degree option, blah 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 blah, all of this information. Yesterday, I was so happy. Most time when I give you information, a lot of people are not ready to come or to respond to whatever they are being asked to do because they are not ready to take simple instruction. Okay, a lot of people will just come on this channel, they will just check the name of the school, they will just jump and go and start their application. When you start your application, you don't have the potential of actually getting into that school if you are not getting the proper information about a particular school you need to be getting. Okay, so that is why I always take my time, most time, to make sure that I give you proper information about the eligibility requirement, about the procedure, about what you need to do, list of programs that are available, also telling you to check each program requirement before you actually start your application. Okay, this particular school, the University of Vienna in Austria, also have their own eligibility requirement that you need to follow for each of these programs that you are applying to. Okay, so if someone is getting into the school, you need to make sure that you are following the instruction that is listed on the information on this particular school website. Now, if you look at the application procedure, here it says if you meet the eligibility requirement for this university, you can move forward with the application process. Remember to apply for admission to University of Vienna first before applying for tuition waiver. And what this actually means is that you need to be admitted into a program, and we've actually seen it that you do not need a separate application, so you have to be very careful when you are actually doing things. There's no separate application needed for tuition waiver. Just apply for admission to University of Vienna and you will automatically be considered for this offer if you meet the criteria. I know a lot of people will still come back, do I need to apply separately, what are the procedure for getting scholarship? All of this I have given you right now. Okay, so just make sure that you are adhering strictly to the information that we are looking at on this particular website. Here it says, when do you apply to programs? If you are looking into bachelor programs, there are different deadlines that you can follow, but I will say you should apply as soon as you can to any of the program that is available right now. So before I take you to the list of programs that are actually available at this university, I want us to look at the deadline strictly. Here it says for bachelor winter, you need to apply latest by 31st of this period. For bachelor summer, you need to apply before this 31st of this period. If you are looking at master's program, then you need to apply before 31st of this period for the winter session. And for the summer session, you need to apply before 31st of this session. I know some people will still come back to come and ask questions. Please pay attention. Click on that like button if you find this video useful. Subscribe to this channel. I have seen that a lot of people that are actually watching video on this channel are not subscribed. I'm begging you, please subscribe. This means a lot to me. Subscribe, click on that like button, drop a comment, let me know if you find this video useful, and also let me know where you're actually watching this video from right now. Okay, here it says the tuition fee waiver page. Now, want to learn more about the University of Vienna tuition fee, you can go ahead and read more information about here. So we've seen everything, or most importantly everything we need to know: the deadline, the admission application process, what you need to do, and all of those things. So I want us to first, before we look at the eligibility criteria, I want us to look at the admission page right here. So if you click on this page, it will take you to that page where you find information about the admission. Okay, so let's take this one after the other. Here it says the University of Vienna scholarship for international 23-24, deadline, admission, tuition, scholarship, all of those things are actually on this page. University of Vienna admission. So if you come to this particular page, you are going to see they have application for masters and they have application for bachelor. So in my case, or in this case, I'm going to be picking masters. So they still have the deadline information for you right here. So I will be picking the masters. So if I pick the masters, you can see the different deadline are still listed here. So if I click on the masters right here, let's click on the masters and see what is actually available, why other pages are lost to actually come up. Okay, so if you come to the master program page, you are going to see different master program, from adult theology, theological study, to zoology, that is alphabetical from A to Z, advanced theological admission, African study. But what I want us to actually do is to look at some of the program first. Ancient Oriental philology and Oriental archaeology, applied economics, applied